Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? GMG here, Goldmouth Gamer, coming to you with another episode of NCAA 2019 Dynasty Mode. As you can see, if you followed the Dynasty, we took a loss to West Virginia, 48-43, real good game. I put my game recap and thoughts and all that stuff on the game. Got a lot of stuff we can improve on. But here we are. We dropped from 20 to 24, which isn't bad. West Virginia actually moved up to number 6. So we got our next game at 1-1. We got a home game against Memphis. Memphis just took a loss 45-24 to Hawaii. So they come in to Tallahassee with an 0-1 record. Still think they got a little bit of talent. Um, Ashley is a really good quarterback that they have. They got a lot of quarterbacks, to be honest. I don't know why they got so many, but got a lot of quarterbacks. Pretty good running back, corner, decent offensive line. So we got another challenge in front of us. If we're not careful, we'll fall to 1-2. We got a couple of good commitments um, to the dynasty. We actually picked up Neil Days, Jakari's kid, #1 recruit in the country. It's kind of a it's great to follow the story that he committed so early, following his brother in his brother's footsteps. So that's cool. Big surprise was McNeil Days coming over to us at D tackle next year. So that gives me a nose tackle in the future to use. So that's really good news. Um, we're gonna look at the top 10, or not top 10, top 20. A little bit of shakeup in the top 25. Every 3 games, I'll probably post something on Operation Sports about the top 25. But let's see, Texas A&M, Miami, and Georgia Tech all won convincingly. Texas A&M actually beat TCU in a really good game. TCU was ranked 10, so that was a good SEC game, and I believe that's a big reason why West Virginia jumped 3 spots, beating us as a ranked team. So top 10 fairly remains the same. Well, the top 8 remains the same for the most part. Ole Miss jumped from 11 to 8. Clemson didn't even play, and they jumped up 3 spots. Crazy. And Florida jumped up 3 spots after beating Marshall. So we got a big game coming up at home. We got a rebound from that loss against Memphis. So um, yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy the game. Um, Please like, subscribe, and enjoy the video. And follow my Dynasty and Operation Sports. Appreciate it. Peace out.
Team is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Memphis State between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Charles Davis, before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, Barnett can give you the standard ones: turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football gives your defense a break and takes care of business.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw here, Dalton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20. This O-line is the length of the offense. Dalton throwing on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And the defense could not have really much better. Pick six.
The offense made a chance to really get out, but did they? The defense, they got that gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Navigating his way into the end zone. Touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, here we go.
Second down, Dalton. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. offense to 3rd and 6. Here's Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And take it right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be
This could be a whole lot. It's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? We'll get with the game plan. I think it's pretty obvious that that'll help them win.
Starting field position, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Let's go! White 90!
They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards.
And pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They got 29 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside the pocket and play the deep ball.
I don't think for a second that the coaching staff can have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Gillislee. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Allowed this first quarter.
To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go there. I wonder if he's going to reshow what they decided to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I'll tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he fends him off. And Davis with it left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Carson. And the ball is knocked out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game is to make practice all the time, right?
And how much they practice that.
Practice it, preach it, and talk about it all the time. Whatever out there running around. We just
Opportunistic by the defense. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And now let's see how this rookie bounces back. First drive in interception. How will they handle it?
This is where your leaders step up. Don't worry about it. Let's get out there and let's roll. Also, you're going to see what the defense coordinator is going to do. How much confidence does he have in him? Does he go safe now, or does he continue to run the full game plan?
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past the field before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they took field position there? A nice attacking play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 190.
Here's Gillisley. And an alley to run. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
This is Gillisley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They're running. Ingram. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
Here's Bridgewater, letting one go deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Flex round. Flex round.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
On top of enough players nowadays, when they have these types of kicks, no one says to their guy, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. Kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let it knock it through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now it's Carson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And here's the best part. Some of the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
39.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, you just look at the offense and say, God, what are you doing? But instead, you really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 call. They put it back on us, moving to the ball here in the first half.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they split the offense for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
Thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that lead, that doesn't work too well for most teams. All the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's go! White 90!
From the gun, Bridgewater steps away to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And the whistles as time has run out on this first quarter. 10-zip our score. Back to Glendale after this timeout.
Grand 38! Grand 38!
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. They run it with Carson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll run with Walton, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz. The linebacker was free. That one wanted to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find an audible to something a little bit advantageous.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 39. Green 39.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 3rd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
3:19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience. Really nice gain of 25 yards. It's a smart flex there as to why they like this rookie so far.
That's why they went up a little bit on meeting with the coaching staff.
We talked about it.
They like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Camaro. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's go. What?
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a little floater there is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Bridgewater now on second down. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he hesitated. These plays, these safeties are so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 more.
I think he's got a great play. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. He's going to field this at the 4.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here we go. 38.
First down, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you would do yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, that's 22. Coach doesn't want his teammates to love it. Where do you fall?
I'm wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. They'll run with Gillisley across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made that time by Jay Bromley.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we
Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Dalton, 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Dalton here from the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. White 90.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Continuing to fight for more. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Quarterback now is hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Vincent Valentine. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vincent Valentine in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Bengals getting set to go. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And his throw is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. But I think the ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab of the end zone for the score. Look like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic
Now
first
it's
down.
1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Caught right side, Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Passing, it's Dalton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Dalton throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Andy Dalton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after here coming up. The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
To throw, Bridgewater. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Come on, let's go.
Bridgewater on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Let's go.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 190. 190. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to watch thus far. Let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Come on, let's go!
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the high discipline of being an elite linebacker. What that means is this ability to read and bring you out and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Third and long for Bridgewater. Being chased out left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hurry up, here we go! 3
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll run it here.
Take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along. Play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
All right, here we go.
Now a carry for Walton.
Green 39! Green 39!
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 56!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count.
Here we go now.
Dalton, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
This is an example of breaking down the defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's going to pass the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Ingram.
Check that guy.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run again with Carson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, it's Walton. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Play action now, Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play, because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Defense put good pressure on him. He's able to push out to his right to try to beat people on the run and get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, Bridgewater. His throw caught right around the 6. And to get him down, but not before he's able to slip the inside the 5-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go! Grand 38!
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Saints on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go!
Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A twist here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really Read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over there.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now let's go.
Play action here with Dalton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the save.
I think you understand the type of command this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you spending with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. The speed focus that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they'll go on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. What? 90.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Escapes the sack. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. There he goes inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, you're trying to wrestle out of those windows. It just
The interceptions had plagued him, especially the 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
That route is really tough to cover because if they're running it complete, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So it will be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They'll start out here with the option left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down to the keeper.
For a few years, they looked on this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worry about the quarterbacks getting in. But when you call it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
And in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. And what we see is actual frustration, not a good play.
So now the defender's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Come on, let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he floated one out there incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. And he floats one there incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that will be incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go.
He can run, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. It's the quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it inside. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Fighting this, and a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at
Automatic
all,
first
and now
down.
your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Green 39.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now Walton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. The extra point up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. A punt of 46, a return of 5. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Quarterbacks have to learn the hard way. You're not going to get much going against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now the 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, you got to tell my guys, you've got to go work out the other quarterback.
Now onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got the lead. Punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Bridgewater now. That's complete to Meredith. And they'll put him down as he's inside the 40.
Could just sit on it here. Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion. First set of downs now. They got to
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that? Their quarterback, 38 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. The defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive of 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll wind up getting right about 4. There on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Set. 3-19.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Memphis has a great spot in this big league, and you got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be celebrating it as we get your ears back to the game.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
We already talked about possession being a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here, but you have to claw your way back in. That one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Down onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to prepare for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
game here with the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on quarterback.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go! Grand 38!
And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Fights look, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Against that as this game goes on.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Dalton here from the gun. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, third down.
Brandon, listen, one bright side of that incompletion.
What's that?
That wasn't an interception.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. The pick just incomplete that time. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. But at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to finish.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Ingram again. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Let's go.
A give. This is Kamara. Oh, and now he bolts. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown line just started grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do
All right, here we
that.
go.
I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably
Still
just want
first
to
down.
put this one behind them. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Set. Green 39.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 5 yards on the pickup, so a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Set. Green 39.
From the gun, Dalton, and nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
It's 2nd down, Dalton looking. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And a loose football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds
After
to go
review of
in
play,
the game.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
Set. Green 39. Green.
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Set. 319. 319.
It's do or die for Dalton. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep running.
They will gratefully accept that. It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.